my dear children. Good morning to all. Welcome back to class 11 microeconomic class. We were discussing chapter number 2, consumer behavior. In the last class, we have discussed about which topic? Yes, elasticity of demand. So this concept refers to degree of responsiveness of the quantity demanded of a good to a change in any of the factors affecting its demand, whether it is income of the consumer, price of the commodity, price of related goods, etc. So, the percentage change in quantity demanded due to percentage change in any of the factors affecting demand. Okay, that is elasticity of demand. And we have discussed price elasticity of demand. So, what is price elasticity? The percentage change in quantity demanded due to percentage change in price, the commodities on price. That is price elasticity of demand. Then we have seen different kinds of price elasticity of demand. Normally there are 5 main degrees of price elasticity: perfectly elastic demand, perfectly inelastic demand, unitary elastic demand, greater than unitary elastic demand, and less than unitary elastic demand. Then today we will focus on the measurement of price elasticity of demand. How can we measure the elasticity of demand? So, there are various methods to measure price elasticity of demand. Actually, there are 4 methods of measuring elasticity of demand. They are percentage method, point method, arc method, and expenditure method. But in your syllabus, you have to study only one method, that is the percentage method. Okay. So, the price elasticity of demand is measured by its coefficient. Okay, coefficient means the percentage, the ratio. That is coefficient. This coefficient measures the percentage change in quantity of the commodity demanded resulting from a given percentage change in its price. Okay. So, thus where Q refers to quantity demanded. Okay. Then P to price and A to change. So, the equation is that price elasticity of demand is equal to percentage change in Q. Q means quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. Okay, that is the equation of measuring price elasticity of demand. So, we can explain it in detail. That is, according to this method, that is percentage method, that is otherwise known as proportionate method, ratio method, etc. So, according to this method, price elasticity of demand is measured by the ratio of proportionate change in quantity demanded of a commodity to the proportionate change in its price. So, PED means price elasticity of demand is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. Okay. So, percentage change in quantity demanded, that is equal to delta Q by Q into 100. That is the equation for finding out the percentage change in quantity demanded. Then how can we measure percentage change in price? Percentage change in price is equal to delta P by P into 100. So, price elasticity of demand is equal to delta Q by Q into 100 divided by delta P by P into 100. Okay. Then here, how can we calculate delta Q? So, delta Q means change in quantity demanded. So, it can be calculated by Q1 minus Q. Here Q1 is the new quantity and Q is the old quantity. So, the difference between new quantity and old quantity is the change in quantity or delta Q. And how can we calculate delta P? Delta P is equal to P1 minus P. That is P1 is the new price and P is the initial or old price. So P1 minus P is equal to delta P. Okay. So P is equal to delta Q by Q into 100 divided by delta P by P into 100. Okay. Here P is the old price or initial price and the Q is the old quantity or initial quantity. Okay. So we can write it as price elasticity of demand is equal to delta Q by Q into P by delta P. Okay. Then or we can write it as price elasticity of demand is equal to P by Q into delta Q by delta P. Okay. So you can, if the question is in percentage form, you can use this formula, that is percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. Otherwise, you can use this formula, that is delta Q by Q into 100 divided by delta P by P into 100. Or you can use delta Q by Q into P by delta P, or you can use this formula also, that is P by Q into delta Q by delta P. So you have to use the equations according to the questions. Okay. Here what is P? P is the initial price or old price. Q is the initial quantity or old quantity into delta Q. How can we calculate delta Q? That is equal to Q1 minus Q. That is Q1 is the new quantity, then Q is the old quantity, and delta P can be calculated by P1 minus P. That is P1 is the new price minus old price. That is the change in price or delta P. Okay students, I hope you understood. So let us analyze some problem based questions. So first one, find price elasticity of demand using formula. Okay, example 1. If price of a commodity rises by 40%, okay, the price rises by 40% and accordingly its demand falls by 80%. Okay, we know that if price rises, demand decreases. So here the price rise is 40% and demand falls by 80%. So what is price elasticity of demand? So we can use the formula. What is the formula? Price elasticity of demand is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. Okay. So what is the percentage change in quantity demanded? It is 80%. So here we have to write minus 80%. Here minus is for this sign used for showing the fall in demand. So demand here, the demand is falling. That's why we are using negative 80%. Then change in price, percentage change in price is 40%. Then we have to write positive 40%. Why? Because commodity, the price of a commodity is rise. So this plus sign for showing the rise or increase in the price. Okay, so you have to put the plus sign here. So minus 80% divided by plus 40%, that is minus 2. Okay, price elasticity of demand is minus 2. If we put in the two line, we can write it as 2. There is no need to write the sign. That is determinant of or coefficient of PE, price elasticity, is equal to 2. Okay, so here always price elasticity of demand showing negative sign. Why? Because there is a negative relationship between price and quantity demanded. That's why the price elasticity of demand is always showing negative sign. Okay. Then we have to put it in the determinant line. That is this two line. We need not to write any sign. So you have to write 2. Okay. So from this example, we can understand that the elasticity of this commodity is greater than unitary. Why? Because the value of elasticity is more than 1. That's why the commodity's demand is greater than unitary elastic. Then we moving on to the next example. A consumer buys 100 units at rupees 5 per unit. Then price elasticity is 2. At what price will the consumer buy 140 units of the commodity? Okay. So here we know that the 100 unit is the old quantity and 5 is the old price. That is 100 is Q, then 5 is P. Then here the price elasticity is already given, that is 2. Then at what price will be the consumer buy 140 units? So 140 is the new quantity, that is Q1. Okay, 140 is the Q1. So we have to calculate which one? We have to calculate P1, that is new price of the commodity. Okay, so we have price, that is 5, P is equal to 5, P1 that we have to find out. Then Q, that is old quantity or initial quantity is 100. Then new quantity Q1 is equal to 140. Okay, so delta P we have to find out. Okay, here the new price is or P is not given. That's why we have to find out P and also delta P. Then delta Q is equal to 140 minus 100, that is 40. Okay. So what is the equation? Here we have to use this equation, that is P by Q into delta Q by delta P. Here price elasticity is already given, that is -2. That I have told. That means the elasticity of demand is always in negative sign. So here price elasticity is 2. So we have to write -2 is equal to, what is P? P is equal to 5. 5 by, then Q is 100. What is Q? Q is the initial quantity of commodity. Then delta Q that we have already calculated, that is 40. Okay. Then we don't know about delta P. So put it as delta P. Then, so if we solve this, we can get delta P. How? So we can bring 100 into this side. So -2 into 100, that is equal to 5 into 40 divided by delta P. Then minus 2 into 100, minus 200 is equal to 5 into 40, that is 200 divided by delta P. So delta P is equal to minus -200 divided by 200, that is equal to -1. So delta P is equal to -1. Okay. So from this we can calculate P. How? That is delta P is equal to P1 minus P. That is new price minus old price. Okay, initial price and new price. So here we have calculated delta P as -1. So -1 is equal to P1 minus P. Here P1 that we don't know, minus P. The old P is 5. So P1 minus 5. So P1 is equal to -1 plus, here's a minus sign. If we bring the -5 into this side, it will be positive. So -1 plus 5 is equal to P1. That is what? P1 is equal to 4. So if the price is 4, that is price fall from 5 to 4, the quantity will increase from 100 to 140. Okay. Okay, then let's move to the next problem. That is, the demand for a good at rupees 100 per unit is 40 units. Okay, then price falls by 5. If price elasticity of demand is 3, calculate demand after price fall. So here we have old price and quantity, that is rupees 10 and quantity 40 unit, that is old price P and Q are there. Then price falls by rupees 5, that is new price, that is P1. P1 is rupees 5. Then we have to calculate what? The Q1. The price elasticity is given, that is 3. Then we have to calculate Q1. Demand after price fall. Okay, that is Q1 and also delta Q. Okay, so here the old price is rupees 10. P1, that is new price is 5. Then old quantity is 40. Then Q1 we have to calculate Q1. Then also we have to calculate delta Q. Okay, so what is the equation? P by Q into delta Q by P. So here the price elasticity of demand is 3. So we have to write negative 3 is equal to P is equal to 10, Q is equal to 40, that is 10 by 40 into delta Q is unknown. So you have to write delta Q. Then delta P. How can we calculate delta P? 10 minus 5, that is minus 5. Okay. P1, delta P is equal to P1 minus P, that is 5 minus 10 is equal to negative 5. So delta P is equal to negative 5. So we have to calculate delta Q. How? As we done in the previous one, if we solve this, we can get delta Q is equal to 60. Okay. So if we get delta Q, we can calculate, we can find out Q1. Okay. Why? How? That delta Q is equal to Q1 minus Q. So delta Q, if the delta Q is 60, that is equal to Q1, that is unknown. Then minus Q is equal to 40, that is 60. 60 is equal to Q1 minus 40, that is minus 40. If we bring this minus 40 into this side, we will get positive 40. That is 60 plus 40 is equal to Q1. So Q1 is equal to 100 units. Okay. So price, if the price falls from rupees 5, from rupees 10, the quantity is 100. Okay. If the price elasticity of demand is 3. Okay. So these are the problems related to measurement of price elasticity of demand. So students, you have to study the formula for finding out price elasticity of demand and practice more and more problems related to this measurement. So students, as usual, you have to watch the URL, attend the test paper and download your notes, and also I will give you more and more problem based questions. So practice it well. So children, see you in the next class. Bye.